Hi, I am responding to Samara's questions about the Bresler article. Her first question was, which approach do you believe is the most beneficial to implement in the classroom and why? Um, I was having a hard time deciding between the subservient and the social integration approaches, which one was the most beneficial. I came to the conclusion that I think that they're beneficial for different age groups. So, for example, I think that the subservient approach is really beneficial with younger kids, maybe K through second, K through third. The way I understood the subservient approach, it was more of using the arts in academic curriculum that was already occurring. So, songs to go with, one of the examples was a song to go with the planets, I think. I think that that is really important because not only if you put something in a musical sense can it be easier for the kids to understand and remember, but it makes it fun. I mean, if you think about a little kid trying to teach them the planets, they might not remember names and like distance from the sun or the order that they're in, but a song can help with that. I know from personal experience, I've babysat a 5-year-old who he had a song about the planets, and he could remember, he knew all the planets' names, and he knew them in like their order. And so I thought that was an example that I have seen in play, and that's awesome. I mean, he's 5 years old and he knows the planets. So I think that approach is really beneficial for younger kids because it shows how important it is in terms of what they're already doing, in terms of what they're already learning. So it's putting that importance both on the information and then how they're learning the information. Moving on to social integration, I think is really important for older grades. With 4 through 6, 3 through 6, even up to eighth grade, I guess. But that 3rd through 6th grade kind of is what I was envisioning. They're harder to sit down and here, let's sing this song, or let's learn about music in this way, or in terms of, art. Let's draw this, let's color this. Tell me how you feel in a picture. I feel like when they get a little bit older like that, they don't respond as well. So an example of the social integration in the article or in the chapter that we read was they use the example of like plays and programs, things of that nature. I know that I did plays and programs and we loved them. And actually, I know people have different views on plays. We did a play my 8th grade year. It was a thing that all the 8th graders did every year. It was a big deal. You couldn't wait to be an 8th grader so you could do this. I went to a private school, so it had to do with like Jesus and his life and, up until the day he was nailed to the cross. It was just Jesus' life from start to end, but we did it in a way that was fun and modern and goofy, but that was a big deal, and we loved that. And going to our practices after school was fun, and prepare the day of, it was a big deal. Like everyone got to wear their goofy costumes to school. It was, you were excited to do it. And I remember our teacher specifically placing people in roles with people that she knew that they didn't normally talk to. It was a small school, so you can pick up on stuff like that. So she could kind of force us to be social with people we weren't normally social with, is kind of what I'm trying to say. And I think that was really great. I remember like I said, talked to new people that I hadn't always talked to. I kind of had my small group of friends, and I was able to go outside of that. But I think plays and programs are just fun. They're different. They're not, let's sit in a classroom and learn this, learn that. Let's listen to this song and tell me if you could pick up on, this, X, Y, and Z elements. No, it's fun, and it's very hands-on. And I know the play that I did, it was open to interpretation. So we could kind of like throw our own ideas in there. And so that expression that comes with the arts was huge because we could express ourselves. I think that kind of ties into like the affective approach a little bit. But moving on to our next question, which approach do you remember doing in elementary school? Like I said, I remember the plays and the programs, the social integration approach. I can't really remember the subservient approach. I mean, I guess there's the alphabet, like singing the alphabet to learn that. There was, songs and poems and phrases to, tie your shoes, brush your teeth, like common stuff like that. As far as like academic curriculum goes, I can't remember anything specific. I remember doing, for music, I can't remember anything specific, but I remember doing like art projects and things of that nature to get our brains moving about what we were learning in school. So yeah, that's all I got. Good job, Samara.